In this video, I am hiking to the best backcountry toilet in all of Washington state. Why is this so hard?
This hike is a killer.
This is actually the third video in a three-part series where I am checking out the best backcountry toilets in the state in a single week. The pit toilet that we are headed to today is at Sahale Glacier Camp, one of the most popular camp areas in all of Washington. Our team has been lucky enough to get a permit to camp up there. We're going to head up not just for the campsite, but mostly to check out the pit toilet. Oh my gosh, what an incredible view! This is my show, gosh darn. Oh, a fly just bit my face. Already dribbling sweat. Let's get moseying, y'all. Camping at Sahale Glacier has actually been on my bucket list for many, many years. There's wildlife up there, bears and goats. Oh, this is beautiful. The Sahale Glacier Camp is located at the highest elevation camp in all of the North Cascades. We should have beautiful views the entire time that we're hiking up to the pit toilet. Also, boo! Who did this? Cutting the switchbacks. Do the extra 30 feet of walking. Yay, backpacking. We have a 6-mile hike until we get up to Sahale Glacier Camp. There's a wildfire not too far from here, so you can see how smoky it is up along this ridgeline.
We're climbing up to the best toilet in Washington, maybe the country, maybe the world. So.
There's like 9,000 flies here. It's pathetic. Wow, these mother-f***ing flies on this mother-f***ing backpack. Jesus! A fly went in my nose. And after all, it's a bug wall. Bug wall. Oh, here's some water. We are coming out of the forest area. Now, basically the hike is along these ridge lines, so it's gonna be super exposed. It's also gonna be really hot, and there's not a ton of water. So we're gonna fill up a little bit more here. All right, that should do for now.
Yeah.
Wow, oh man. It's really, really beautiful. This view is already amazing, but we still have several miles until we get up to the Sahale Glacier Camp and the pit toilet. It's really just gonna be panoramic views all around us.
Views?
Panoramic pooping. That'd be like a good coffee table book.
Yeah.
The Panoramic Pooper. Panorama Pooperama. Look at that breeze, feels good. We just saw a little marmot. It's a very chunky marmot, very round. If you've never seen a marmot before, a marmot basically looks like a wild guinea pig. And when they eat stuff, they go like this. We're now hiking along this ridgeline for several more miles. I'm feeling really good right now. I put my sun shirt on because it started to get really, really warm. So we just finished eating lunch up at Cascade Pass intersection, and we are headed up to the Sahale Arm. We still have about 3 miles and nearly 2,000 feet of elevation to gain until we get to our campsite and also get to this amazing pit toilet. The smoke has started to clear this afternoon, which is fantastic. It means we should get a really beautiful view once we're up there. We're all hydrated, we all drank our water, we ate our food, we made some friends. Great.
Hello everybody, this hike is a killer. We are all, one by one, pretty freaking bushed. Not Kyle, never mind. Let's go.
All right.
Going up.
We are coming up on the last 1,500 feet of elevation until we get to our campsite at the Sahale Glacier. Here to my right is actually a turnoff for Doubtful Lake. It's like a pretty steep climb down, and we're instead gonna just continue on up to Sahale. Woo! 1,500 more feet of elevation, several miles, and hot as bananas. I am fighting off a migraine a little bit, so hoping that goes away. looks so far away and so high up, but we actually have less than a mile of hiking until we get there. I'm also really tired. It's been a long hike for sure. Also have to poop, like pre-bed. Home stretch, let's get to the toilet. Now we go straight up. Ah. This is beautiful though, look. The wind makes it slow. By it, I mean me. We're getting really close. I feel like I look like a 1970s pop star with these glasses on. Okay, I know y'all are gonna ask me about these sunglasses because they're amazing. They're from a brand called goodr. They're only $25. They don't slip around, they don't bounce off your face, and they come in a wide variety of funky colors with punny names like pineapple painkillers, flamingos on a booze cruise, and extreme dumpster diving. Y'all have actually teased me in the past about my obsession with goodr, so it is very appropriate and super exciting that they are sponsoring today's video. Huge thank you to goodr and their CEO, Carl Flamingo, for sponsoring this video. Go to goodr.com/Miranda and use the code in the description below to get free shipping on your order. As someone who has a habit of losing my sunglasses and dressing like a cartoon character from the 90s, I love everything that goodr does. Let's all go petition goodr to make a pair of sunglasses with outhouses on them. Back to the video.
You look like if one of the dwarves from Lord of the Rings was in like a disco band.
Yes. This is steep as shit. Why is this so hard? Oh, I got my second wind. Here we go, zoom, zoom. Almost there. So energized. I'm practically running up this mountain right now. Wow, look at these views, good golly. I'm gonna appreciate these when I am at my campsite. Hiking is hard. The frick do we go? What if I can't do it? Man, I'm like totally bonking. Woo! Wow! Time for the toilet! Woo! We just got up to Sahale Glacier Camp. It is so windy up here. Already the views up here are amazing. So let's go set up our camp and then check out the toilet. Wow!
Oh, look! Oh, goat!
A goat! Oh my gosh! Wow, big buddy. Big old mountain goat coming on in for the pee.
Hi, mountain goat!
Are you interested in our urine? Careful, kids. Oh my gosh, get away from us, mountain goat. We're leaving, okay? We made it to our camp up at the Sahale Glacier. This is where we've set up our tents. As you can see, we kind of have these little tent sites that are surrounded by rocks. It is super, super windy up here, so having a little bit of wind protection is vital. Behind me is the Sahale Glacier. The hike up here was grueling, but so far this campsite is stunningly beautiful. We have this incredible panoramic view of the North Cascades. We've been watching smoke from the wildfires roll through, but it's really just absolutely gorgeous up here. As beautiful as it is here, I came here to see the most beautiful backcountry toilet in all of Washington State, and maybe even in the entire world. So, without further ado, let's go check out the toilet at the Sahale Glacier Camp. Are you ready? I'm excited. We got like perfect, what's it called? It's like golden hour. This is so on brand for us. Ooh, it's toilet time. Who's ready? Let's go check this place out. All right, everybody be careful. It's very rocky, it's very windy. Oh my gosh, dudes! There's our toilet. Wow! This is a work of art. What an incredible view! Look at this toilet! So you lift this up, and that's your toilet seat. Ah, there's a dead bug on the toilet seat. I mean, seriously, this is the best view I've ever seen. If you like plug your nose, you can almost forget it's a pit toilet. We can actually see the trail where we came up. You can see down at Doubtful Lake as well. I mean, it's stunning. And all of this can be seen from a backcountry pit toilet. Moment of appreciation for the person who was like, you know where the toilet should go? Right flippin' here. So this is a composting pit toilet. There's a little sign on here that will tell you what to do. So no food, no trash, please pee elsewhere. I think that's the big one that people are kind of surprised by. Urine actually negatively affects the way that the composting toilet works. At this camp specifically, there's actually tons of mountain goats, and mountain goats love human urine because of all of the salt. So it's actually recommended that you pee like away on the rocks somewhere so the mountain goats can go like lick your pee up. So my initial thoughts are that this toilet is far and away the best pit toilet that I saw in this series, and potentially the best pit toilet that I will ever see in my life. But just to be sure, we're gonna go through the poo brick and give it a proper rating. So the 4 categories that I'm using to rate these toilets are privacy, aesthetic, access, and view. As far as privacy goes, I would give this toilet a 4 out of 5. I almost gave it a 5, but realistically, it would be pretty easy for somebody to walk up on you and they would like see at least half of your butt cheek because you're coming over the ridge. So 4 out of 5, but otherwise it feels very private. As far as access goes, I would kind of give this like a 3 out of 5, I think. It's not necessarily that it's super hard to get to from camp, but it is definitely a lot trickier to navigate, especially like at night or when it's dark because of all of these rocks. So yeah, I would give it a 3 out of 5 on access. As far as aesthetic goes, listen, I don't necessarily think that like industrial modern is my vibe, but I do think that this toilet like committed on that and like did that really well. So I'm gonna give it like a 5 out of 5 on aesthetic. It's very clean. It has a nice little sign on it. It has little like smell vents, nice matte black finish. Like jokes aside, it's been like very well constructed and very well taken care of. Okay, and last is the view. This is an easy 5 out of 5 for me. I mean, yeah, I almost want to go back and like re-rate Hidden Lake having seen this, because now I really understand like just how beautiful the views from these toilets can be. Definitely a 5 out of 5. If this toilet wasn't here, we would actually have to bag and carry out all of our poop. This sure beats that, let me tell you. Having gone through the whole poo brick, I think it is safe to say that far and away, this pit toilet up at Sahale Glacier Camp is the winner. I crown this pit toilet the best backcountry pit toilet in the entire state of Washington, and I'm gonna go as far as to say the entire world. I love you. Let's head back to camp, enjoy the sunset, enjoy some food, and then wake up tomorrow morning and I'll take poops. Group poop.
Director of photography. Sitting on the toilet filming some mountains. That's the Miranda goes outside effect. I have a gift.
What is it?
Oh! Extremely expensive chocolate bar.
Rainer, my hero.
Ooh. Oh.
Yes. Oh my goodness. Sentimental backpacking time.
Yeah, sentimental backpacking with friends. So I'm in my tent and going to sleep. It was a beautiful night up here at camp. The sky is so clear, we can see so many stars. We could actually see the Milky Way with our bare eyes, which was incredible. This campsite is really glorious and the sunset was beautiful, but I know that sunrise is going to be just as, if not even more amazing. So stay tuned. I'm gonna get some sleep and I will see you in the morning for a beautiful sunrise and some coffee. Good night.
gosh, the stars in this night are incredible. So much of the smoke has cleared this morning. You can see even further today compared to yesterday. I'm definitely amazed by this campsite. It's one of the most beautiful places I have ever been to. People have like waited years to get permits for Sahale. I feel super grateful to be here. I am making myself some coffee. Verve coffee, which is my favorite instant coffee, with a little bit of coconut milk creamer and a tiny bit of chocolate salt from Element.
I know it might seem like a kind of silly thing to make a 3-part series on backcountry pit toilets, but there's actually a really important message that I think all of us can learn from examining and really appreciating pit toilets. I live in a city where I don't have to think about what happens to my poop. I literally just like go to the bathroom or toilet, flush it down a sewer system, and then somebody else has to deal with it. But in the backcountry, it's actually kind of one of the biggest things that I think about. What do I do with my poo? And that's why I think pit toilets are so awesome. Backcountry pit toilets are often in areas that are highly trafficked, where there's a big impact of human activity. So having a pit toilet put in makes it possible for more people to get out here and really appreciate these beautiful views and these beautiful hikes. I also think it's important to recognize all of the work that goes into installing and maintaining these pit toilets. So I'm also doing this series just as like a massive recognition to all of the volunteers and the workers who are working to help contain human waste in the backcountry. Thank you so much. Now, my personal opinion is that backcountry pit toilets do not get better than this one here at Sahale Glacier Camp. This is a beautiful toilet. It has an incredible view. But if you think that you know of a pit toilet that is better than this one, let me know in the comments below. This is the end of my backcountry pit toilet series. I visited the 3 best backcountry pit toilets in the entire state of Washington in a single week. By the way, if you were wondering, the poop that I had on this toilet this morning, true poop perfection. I'm gonna hike out of here, but if you liked this video, make sure that you hit the like button and you subscribe to my channel, and I will see you outside. Bye. Bye, toilet. Blah. You know, if it weren't for the like ode to feces, this would just be like a really great chair too.